Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have completed dashboard part of Article Hub project. If you have not seen that video, just go to description and check out the link. In this video, we are going to work on user part. So let us start with that. So let me open the VS Code, and here we have to go to the services first, and then we have to go to the app user services. Let me decrease the size of this one. And after that, here we need to add few more functions like this. So I'm going to copy paste this one, and here I'm going to change this one to add new app user, and we also need to change here add new app user, and after that we need one more method, that is get all app user, and it should be get method. So return this dot http client, then get, and this dot url, and after that here app user slash get all app user, put semicolon, save this. After that again we need to copy this one and paste it over here, and then we are going to rename this, so update user, and here we also need to change this one to update user, and copy paste this one also again one more time, and this one is to update the user status. So here just need to add a status, and here we also need to update the URL, so status, and save this. So our services method part has been completed. Now here we need token interceptor. So whenever any HTTP call we are going to call, at that we need to put the token in the header of that particular API whenever we are going to call. Okay, so for that purpose we need a HTTP interceptor. So that going to be pick the token from our local storage and going to put in our header, and that token going to authorization purpose, and it will verify in the backend, and then only it will allow us to do the operations or not. Okay, so here we need to generate a interceptor. So I'm right click on this one, services, open integrated terminal, and in this one we are going to generate that. So ng generate interceptor and token, and press enter. So we are going to generate an interceptor here. So just wait for a few seconds. Here you can see file has been created, and here you can see few code is there, right? So these are to handle the request and all. Okay, so here we need to first inject router. So router this one for routing purposes, and inside this one here we need to first get the token. So token is equals to and local storage dot get item and single quotes token, put semicolon. Let me scroll this one a little bit, and if token and request is equals to request dot clone, and here we need to set header, and inside this one we need to pass authorization as a name. Okay, in which we are going to put the token. So here first we need to write VRR space and then dollar. Okay, it should be in backtick, then it will be good. Okay, so here I'm going to backtick, and here I'm going to dollar sign and then token, this one, and put semicolon at the end. And so if token exists in our local storage, then it's going to set in our header in this way, and it's throwing some kind of error. Okay, so here we did not put semicolon, put over here at this place, save this. Okay, after that we need to go to at this place, and here we need to delete this one, semicolon. Then we have to write pipe to handle the request like let's say we get unauthorized error 401 status or 403 forbidden error. So in that case, we are going to route to the login page, or we are going to directly move to the home page. So those things we are going to do. Okay, so after that, here catch error, this one, and inside error, then curly bracket, and if error instance of http error response, this one, and we need to import http error response, and here you can see from here we are importing it. Okay, and after that, here we are going to console.log and whatever the error.url, and if error.status and the status code we are getting, so 401, or error.status is equal to 403. In these two conditions, and we're going to do the operations. And other than that, if let's say at login page we get 401, then we don't need to route, we just need to ignore that. So for that, we have to just like match the URL and put /login, and here just need to put the brackets, and here we does not do anything, so just write do nothing like this. And in else condition, local storage dot remove to item, and then we are going to remove the token, put semicolon, and this dot router dot navigate, and from here we are going to just navigate to home page. And after this, three brackets, we just need to close throw the error, so return throw error, this one, whatever the error will be there, we just need to throw and save this. You can see error has been removed. Okay, so now we also need to register this token interceptor, so we need to go to the app module, and here in the providers, here first we need to import http client module, and then provider, and in this http interceptor, this one, and after that we also need to pass which class we are going to use. So use class, this one, and then we need to pass the token interceptor which we have created. So you can see we are going to import it from services, and after that comma and multi, and it should be true. So it's said to be true because multiple requests are going to be hit at same time, so we are going to put the tokens at multiple requests. For that purposes we have set here multiple true. Okay, just format this one, save this. Now we have to move to the admin folder inside this one, and now we have to generate few files. So right click on this admin and open integrated terminal, and increase the size of this one, so ng generate component and users, press enter. Okay, so file name should be manage users, so open integrated terminal again, so ng generate component manage dash users, press enter. Okay, so file has been generated, and after that we have to go to the dialog folder, click and just need to go to the dialog folder, press enter, and then we have to generate here, so ng generate component users, and this user component we are going to use as a dialog to add or edit the users details. Okay, after that we have to go to the app routing modules, and we need to just put a routing at over here. So I'm going to copy paste this one and paste it over here. Then I need to change here users, and here at dashboard we need to change manage user component and save this. Let me delete this too and save this. You can see error has been there's no error. So after that we have to go to the layout component dot html, scroll down, and after home button we need to copy paste this complete code and we have to paste it over here, and then we just need to change the URL and here and here we need to change dashboard to users, and after that we need to change the name for icon. So here I'm going to change for group, and then here we just need to write user and save this. After that, if you go to the UI, you can see there's a one more button is there. If I click on this one, you can see I'm able to route to this page. Okay. After that, we have to go to this file. From here we have to copy some CSS. So I'm going to copy this one, and here I'm going to style.scss, and I'm going to just paste those codes and save this. After that, we need to go to the manage user. So just go to the manage user which we have created earlier in admin module. Now here we need to first write implements on init, and after that here we have to write ng on init. Okay, and after that here first we need to create few more columns. So displayed columns, and that should be a string type like this. And okay, so just remove this one, it should be a square bracket, and inside this one we need to put the columns main names of the table. So here first I'm going to write name, email address, we need to show email, and then status, edit, and data source, and any response message any. And after that here we need to declare the write the constructor, and then we need to inject. So private ngx service, ngx UI loader service, and then we have to write private dialog mat dialog, this need to be import, and then private snack bar service, and here snack bar service, this one need to be import, private router, this need to be import, and then app services, app user service, and here app user service, and public theme service we need to import. After that, in ng on it we are going to start the loader. So ngx services and dot start, and put semicolon and save this. And after that we need to create a method, so table data, and then this table data we are going to call whenever like this page going to be load. Okay, so for that reason we have put that code in ng on it. Let me scroll this one, and here we need to write this dot app user services and get all users, and after that we are going to subscribe that, and here response any type, and here we need to write this dot ngx services dot stop, and this dot data source is equals to new mat table data source. Okay, and it will also going to be import from, okay, it's underscore, no we don't need this one, so first go with the first one. Okay, need to be import this one, material table data source. After that, inside this one we just need to pass whatever the response we get, and if any error occur In that case, we just need to write like this, and here we need to print first console.log whatever the error is there, error, and after that here if error dot here error question mark dot message, if anything like this exists, in that case this dot response message is equals to just copy paste this part and paste it over here, put semicolon, else this dot response message is equals to global constant dot generic error, put semicolon. After that, outside of else condition, this dot snackbar services dot open snackbar, and we just need to pass this dot response message, put semicolon, and save this. After that, for the searching in the table, we just need a filter, so we have to create a method for that. So apply filter and event this one, or we can also write any, and here we just need to write const filter value and event dot target as HTML input and dot value, and this dot data source dot filter and filter value dot trim and to lowercase. In this way we are going to able to filter the data and we can show it. After that, few more methods here we need to create. So one is to handle add action. So whenever we are going to click on this button, it's going to be open a model. So for now, just we are not going to write the code, we will write this later. So just create the method for now. So action, and in this we are going to expect values, so expecting it and save it for now. After that, here whenever anything like change, let's say you want to change the status, so we can of user, so we need to do so. For that we need to write the code here. So equals curly bracket and ID, we are going to get the ID, and in this on change we are going to get some values, so status and whatever the ID, so I'm going to pass the ID. That's why, sorry, it should be not identified something, so just delete this one, we don't need it, and we also don't need it, so just write here ID. After that, status and status dot to string, we need to convert to the string, as it will be in boolean might be, so just need to convert to the string. So this dot app user and dot update user status, this API name function need to call, and that will going to call that API after that. Okay, and in this subscribe and response any, outside of this curly brackets, this dot okay, also we want to start the show the loader, so start, and this dot ngx services dot stop this one, and this this dot response message is equals to response question mark dot message. Okay, and this dot snackbar services dot open snackbar, and this dot response message we need to just display, and then we need to call this dot table data. And after that, the error part, here we need to write error and inside this one we need to copy paste exactly same error which we at this part. So I'm going to just copy paste this part of the code from table data function, and I'm going to paste it over here. I'm going to format this document and save this. One more thing here I forget to add. So if anything error occur, then we also need to stop the loaders. Okay, so this dot ngx service dot stop and put semicolon, and the same this we are also going to copy paste over here. Paste it here, save this. After that we have to go to the manage user HTML page, and before that we also need to put some CSS. So we just copy paste this one, manage user component CSS file. So just go to the files and save it, and here we just need to remove the from HTML page, just remove this one, then mat card div and bold span manage user, this need to be there. After that here button and mat flat button, and color should be theme services dot get theme, this one, and the class is float, right? And then here we need to write the method name, and let me decrease the size of this one for now. So handle add action. So this is going to be called add button API, sorry, dialog actually. So add user. After that save this. Let me format this one, and after that mat card, just put a line. So HR we can use, and mat card, inside this one mat form field and appearance will be fill, and mat label filter. So after that input mat input, and whenever key up event is there, so whenever someone clicked on the key and whenever it is released, after that it going to call a method that will be apply filter, and in this we need to pass the event. So in this event it is going to pass both this or event which was there in the JavaScript, so property and those all things is going to pass in only one, this one. Okay, if we want to extract those values from this one. After that HR, and then we need to create the table. So if I go to the UI, it will looking like this. Okay, and add button will not work because it does not have anything currently. So after that here we need to create the tables. So now here div and then class, and here responsive underscore table, and after that here table we need to create. So table, and it should be mat table, and if we go to the angular material components, there's also option of table, so we are using it. So if I go to the tables, so if you go to the, if you want to access the code of this one, you can just click on it over here. You can see mat table, then we have to pass the data source, then we have to using ng container so that our DOM does not get affected whenever it shows those things. So these are the different container which has been provided by the Angular. Okay, so these are also used by the directives like ngif, switch, those things we use. Okay, and you can see the each cell we have defining like this, and element we are accessing like this. Okay, and then you can see the footer to passing those data and all. So we are going to just write the code related to that, and after that here as same we are going to pass the data source, and here we are going to write here data source, And after that we just need to close this table, and inside table then we are going to use ng container and mat column definition and then name. Just close this one, and then th mat header cell, then star asterisk mat header definition, the def. Then here we need to pass the name, and then we have to write a td and mat cell and whatever the value inside that one. So mat cell df, and here let element, and close this one. And with interpolation we are going to show double curly bracket is called interpolation technique to displaying this one, and this is one way winding technique. So any changes happen at this place, it's not going to affect our data source. Okay, and let me copy paste this line of the code 2 times, as we have to display here. First we need to display email, so just need to change here email, and here also in the header we want to share the email, then status, and here we also need to paste at this place, and I'm going to write here status. Okay, and in the status we need to do some changes, as in this we are using mat chip to display the status. Okay, so inside this one mat chip list box, and just close this one, and mat chip option, and just close this one, and then we have to write class mat chip. Okay, so this css we have declared over here, I think style.scss, so we are calling this chips. So first we need to option okay, so this one we need to call. So here I'm going to just paste this one, and inside this one we have to showing the active one, and star ng if and element dot status is equals to, and single quotes, and then we have to write true. And let me scroll decreases. Okay, let me first copy the style name. So here I'm going to copy this one and cut it over here. Let me decrease the size of this one, and after that here we have to write disabled equals to true. We are going to disable this button, so it should be not be clicked by anyone, and inside this one we are going to write active. Then just format this one. Okay, and here okay, here we have curly bracket which is open till this point, so just paste it over here, and active, let me format it again. Okay, now it's looking good. Okay, so after that we just need to copy paste this one and paste it over here again, and then the just copy paste we have did it from style.css the name, so just paste it over here and change this one is to false, and if it is inactive then it will be visible. So inactive, and then it will be visible. Okay, and after ng on this container we need to again, I'm going to copy paste this one, and after ng on ng container, sorry, I'm going to paste it again over here, and this time it will be for so this column's name as we have declared over here. So as per this column's names we need to create a container for showing all of them. So here we just need to write edit, and here I'm going to write action, Okay, and inside this one we just need to remove this part, and here we are going to write a class action dash link and press enter, break the line, and here we need to create button. So button and mat icon button we need here. So button, and it should be the color should be, and here we have to write theme services dot get theme, and after that mat tool tip, and it will show whenever cursor is hovered on this particular button, so it will show the message that edit. So for that purpose we are using this mat tooltip, and after that whenever it will clicked, so it will call a method. So I'm going to show you which method I'm talking about. So it's going to be this method, handle edit action, this method. Okay, and just paste it over here, and inside this one at this place we have to just pass the element, and after that here mat icon, and it should be edit type, and after that the next button here which is we need here, so that will mat slider toggle button. Okay, so there's a different component has been provided by Angular material, and we are using it over here. So if you want to explore, just go to the Angular material website and explore it. Okay, and here we are going to on change, and here we have to pass event dot checked, this one, and after that we have to pass the element dot id. After that here color theme services and dot get theme, and here mat tool tip and active or activate or deactivate a user, so this message will be visible. And after that here we need to write checked, and in the checked we have to just, let me format this one so it will break the line, and here get back over here, and then here we have to write element dot status, so whatever the value we are going to just pass inside this one, and after that just close the bracket. Okay, and just save this. So after that ng, outside of ng container we have to write tr mat header raw star mat header raw df, and here we have to write displayed column, and put semicolon, and sticky, so header should be sticky, so for that we have to write sticky dot true, close this tr, and after that here tr mat raw diff, this one, and let raw semicolon, and columns displayed columns, this one, put semicolon and close this one and save this. Now it should need to be removed the error, but it's showing some kind of error. Checked, let me check it out. Okay, so it's showing the error because we have right here mat slider, so it should be slide, so just delete that one r at the end of this too and save it. Now it should be removed the error. Okay, so now if you go to the browser and if you go to the, okay, still throwing some kind of error, so let me check it out. Okay, so we have made error, we have at all the ng container, so we just need to change the name little bit. So if you see here we have written mat headers df only, and we just need to change it. Mat header cell we have to write as cell. Okay, and just copy this one, and in the email we have to change status, we need to change, and at last we have actions, change it and save it. Now we are going to UI. Now you can see we are able to see all the data which we have. You can see the name, test name, email address, and the status. Let me try to change this one status. You can see user updated successfully, and both status has been changed to active. If I click on this one, user updated successfully, and it's changed. Now let's try to search something. So here I'm going to write a test 5, and you can see it has been removed. Test 1, every item has been removed. So test user @email.com, you can see one item has been removed, only one exists in this table. So it means that our filter is working as expected. Now we have to write the code for this add user and this button. Okay, and here you can see whenever we hover on these buttons, you can see a message is visible, edit and activate or deactivate. So this has been achieved by using mat tooltip. Okay, component. Now we have to go to the dialogues, and we have to go to the users at this page. And before that, we also need to import some of the packages which is modules which is required for this project. So I'm going to app module.ts file, and here we need to import form module, this one, and reactive form modules, and flex layout. I have already explained you about these three modules. And again I'm going to component this user component.ts file, and here first thing is we need to write here on add user, and here we have to write new event emitter. So this will going to be emit purpose, like we have submitted the form, then it will going get back to the manage user and will going to call the table data. So for the emitting purposes, to get to know, like for the manage user, we'll get to know that we have to refresh and we have to call again our table data. So for that purpose, and let's write here manage user on on edit user, and here event emitter, this one, and users form any form group, and dialog action. As we are going to use both this is same dialog for add as well as edit, and to display the different message in the button or header, we are using this one, and response message any. And after that, here constructor @, and in this one we are going to inject values. So mat underscore dialog data we are going to import, and here we are going to write public dialog data, and it should be any type, and after that private, and form builder we need. So as we are going to use a reactive forms here, so form builder and public dialog here dialog reference, and mat dialog reference, and here we need to pass the same component which we have right currently, and private snack bar. S should be small as we are following the same way. So snack bar service, this one, comma, private public theme services, so theme service, and then we need to import one more, so app user service, this one. And after this we need to, okay, here we also need to implement on ng on init, then here ng on init, and inside this one we are going to create the forms, ng form, and this dot form builder dot group, and here email null validators dot required and validators dot pattern, and we are going to get the email regex and we are going to use it for validation. After that, name. Okay, so email validation required, validation pattern we are going to match. After that, name, and it should be null, initial value will be null, then validation dot required. After that, email password, and here we are going to write null and validators dot required. Okay, and put semicolon at this place, and if condition, this dialog data dot action, and this value will going to be passed it from our manage user page, that what type of action we want to perform, and if it is edit, then this dialog action we need to just write edit, and this dot action is equals to update. So this will be going to visible at the top or in the mat toolbar, and this will be shown in the button. Okay, and this user form, and then we also need to patch the values. So patch value, it means that in the respective columns, whatever the value, we need to populate. So for that purpose, this we have to write. So this dot dialog data which we are going to pass, and this we are going to contain all the fields informations. Okay, and after that, here like the password we does not want to update by the user again, so we need to, as this is a part of form and this is set as a required, so whenever edit is open, we are going to hide this field, and we just want to these two fields. So as validation will work as the same way, so for that purpose we does not make it as blank, right? So we are going to set some values here. So user.form.controls and inside this one, password dot set value, and we can write anything, but I'm just going to write here password. So whenever any edit form is open, so by default we in the password we are going to set this value. So whenever the form validation happen for the like all the fields having the value or not, in that case it will not include this one for validation because it holds some information, and this field we are going to hide in the UI. Okay, and after ng on it, handle, submit, and this one, if this dot dialog action is equals to edit, in that case this dot edit method we need to call. Okay, we did not created any method with name edit, so I'm going to add two method over here and edit this one, and here this dot edit method will going to be called, and in else condition this dot add method we need to call, and save this. After that, here we need to write the code to call the API. So first we need to get the data. So form data, this dot user form dot value, and var data, and email form data dot email, name form data dot name, and after that password form data dot password, and our this one data has been completed. Now we have to write this dot app user services dot add new user, and data we are going to pass, then subscribe, response ini, and here this dot dialog reference dot close, and then we have to emit. So this dot on add user dot emit. Okay, so we have successfully get the response, then we are going to emit it, and this dot response message is equals to response dot message, and this dot snackbar services dot open snackbar, and this dot response message, put semicolon, and then we have to write for error, and the error part will be exactly same. Just go to the manage user and manage user. Inside this one we have write the code. So inside this one, whatever we have written it, we just need to copy this one and get back to the at this place, and here just need to put the this curly bracket and paste it. Okay, and here we also need to show the loader. Okay, so here we can also start this dot ngx. Okay, so we did not imported that, I think. Okay, so here we need to import private ngx service ngx UI UI loader service, this one, put comma over here, copy this one, and then we have to go over here, then we have to start and just copy paste this one and paste inside this one, and here we need to change to stop, and it will show the stop, and then it's going to call this one. Okay, just save this. After that, in edit, we also need to going to copy the same code which we have and add one method. So just copy this one and paste inside this one, edit one, and we're going to do just a small some changes. And here first thing is we are going to not passing the password, so just delete this one, and then we are need to pass the ID, so ID, and this dot dialog data, and inside data we are going to get the ID, so we just need to pass like this. And after that, here we need to change the which method, so update user we need to call, and here the type of emit we are going to do also need to be changed. So on edit user we are going to emit this one, and other code will be exactly same, the error messages and all. Okay, so now we have to go to the SCSS of this one, so we are going back over here. I'm going to copy paste this one and going to paste in user component.scss file. Now we have to go to the user component.ts. Okay, so just not ts, actually HTML page, sorry, my bad. Okay, so after that, here mat toolbar we need to use. As you know, inside this one we need to put the color, so here theme services dot get theme, and inside this one mat toolbar and raw and fx layout raw, just close this one, and then span and class title center, this one. Okay, I think we are not okay, let's leave it, just write dialog data dot action, and it will show the header. Okay, after that we need to display the mat dialog content, so here we have to write dialog content, close this one, and inside this one we need to create the form, and form group and users form, and inside this one we need to create a div fx flex fx layout is equals to column, and close this, and then div fx layout and raw wrap, close this one. And after that, here mat form field and appearance is fill, and this is different type of appearance like fill, outline, you can use it. Okay, and after that color, theme services dot get theme, and here we have to write mat label, and inside we have to just write name, and here we have to write input mat input, and form control name, and here we have to write name required, just close this one. And mat error, we also need to show the error, right? So mat error star ng if condition user form dot controls dot name dot touched, and here we have to write here we need to put and condition and user form dot controls dot name dot invalid, this one. And after that we have to show the respective error. Let's say if it is for required field, then we have to show the other error, and if it is related to pattern, then we have to show the other error. So controls dot name dot errors dot required, and here we have to write this field is required. Okay, save this. Let me decrease the size of this one. Let me copy paste this one and paste it over here, and here we have to write pattern, and here we just need to change the message to invalid and save this. Let me decrease the size of this one. Okay, and after that we have to just copy paste from this div part and paste it over here again. And another field which is going to be used for email, so just change this one for the email. Here copy this one, and here we need to change the email and email. Okay, and after that again we need to copy this div and paste it one more time over here, and inside this one, this time this will be for password. So here I'm going to change password, and here password. Here we also need to change password and save this. And if it is a edit, like let's say the dialog is open as a edit, so we also need to hide this one, right? So here div star ng if is equals to dialog data dot action is equals to add, single quotes add. In that case we need to display, else we need to hide. So outside of this one div, we just need to paste this one and save this. Okay, after that our mat content part is completed, our form creation is completed. Now we have to write the code for buttons to like save or cancel buttons. So mat dialog actions align center, mat dialog actions, and inside this one we need to create the button, and button should be mat raised button, this one. And again we need to pass the color, so here I'm going to pass the color. So theme services dot get theme, and type of this button will be submit, and on click we need to call handle submit, this one, and this also need to be enabled or disabled. So disabled in some conditions, so we also need to use property binding over here to disable value to pass dynamically. So here user form dot valid and user form dot dirty, and inside this one we have to just write action, and after that here we need one more button, so button and mat raised button, and here we have to pass color theme services dot get theme, and here we have to write mat and dialog close, this one, and here we just need to pass the button whatever the text is visible. Okay, it's throwing some kind of error. Okay, so here div is not, it may be already closed. Okay, so one extra div is there, so just delete this one and let's save this, let's test it out. Okay, one extra div was there. Okay, just save this. After that, as you know that we have written the code, but till now we did not connected this codes with the manage user. Okay, so now we have to go to the manage user at this page, then we have to go to the handle add action at this place, press enter. Now here we have to write const dialog, and here we have to write config new mat dialog and config, this one we need to import, and dialog config dot data, and here we need to pass action, and okay, it should be like this, and here we have to pass add, put semicolon over here, and we also want dialog config dot width, we also want to declare the width of this one, so width 850 px I'm going to set, and then we have to write const dialog reference and this dot dialog dot open, then we have to whatever the component we want to open as a dialog we just need to pass, and whatever the configuration we have we need to pass, and after that this dot router dot event and dot subscribe, this one. Okay, so this line of the code, why we are writing it, let's say anything goes wrong whenever the dialog has been open, and we have called some API. Okay, and in that case it will going to route to the login page, so it should be automatically get closed whenever it should route to the login page. If it does not do like this, so it will not going to close the dialog, it will still open and it will route to the home page. So that's why we are going to subscribe the page. Okay, dialog reference, this one dot close, and semicolon over this place, and after that const response, and here dialog reference dot component instance dot on add user dot subscribe, and inside this one response here, and inside this one we are going to call the table data, put semicolon. Let's test this part of the code. So I'm going to click on add user, you can see here I'm going to write here. Okay, I think here we made a mistake, here we need to write add, and after that we have to write user, so just go to the user component.html, and here we just need to write here user, save this, and now again click on this add user, I'm going to write here qrt, and here I'm going to write a qrt@email.com, which does not exist, and here I'm going to write a password 123456778. I'm going to, and here you can see the button is also add, and here you can see add user. Okay, I'm going to click on, you can see successfully registered, and here you can see the details, and you can see the status, initial status as is inactive. If you want to activate, just need to click on it. Okay, after that, now we have to write the code to edit it, right? So now we are going to get back to the VS Code. Now manage user component TS, and I'm going to copy the same code over here, paste it, and here we need to change this one to edit. And after that, as we are getting the values, so data and dot and then we are going to pass the values. And one more thing, on here we need to change on edit user, and then all seems look correct. Let's test this out. I'm going to click on this new one which we have created. Okay, the password is visible. Okay, so here it need to be changed a little bit because the password fields not need to be visible. Okay, we made some kind of mistake. So let's get back to the VS Code and go to the user component.html, and if you scroll at this place, you can see we just write the div. We did not close at the end of this part, and here we just need to paste this div and remove this div from here and save this and format this one again. Now let's get back to for the testing. Now here I'm going to click on it. Now you can see the password field is removed. If I go to the add user, you can see there's a three fields, and if I go to the edit, you can see only 2 fields. So here I'm going to change this one. I'm going to now trying to update it. You can see user updated successfully, and you can see the changed value. So user part is, you can see it also completed as shown in the video. So I hope you guys like this video. So please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.